What's going on, guys? This is Knight here, bringing you my first episode of Ultra Modded Skyrim. We're gonna hop in with a new character. If you haven't watched the mod list video and you're interested in seeing what mods we're playing with, go watch it. It's linked in the description. It should be the one in right before this video in the playlist. But we're gonna be hopping in. Now, we should appear in the alternate start room. Again, for people who didn't watch the mod list, I basically have this installed so that all mods that require you to wait 24 hours to make sure they're running correctly are running smoothly before the game begins, because you can run into issues, and I prefer just to have this go rather smoothly. Now, we will be playing a Brenton. I like this preset most of the time, and that looks honestly pretty good. I don't like to finick with these all too much. We will be named Knight, of course. Now, we should get a lot of stuff popping up. Actually, I think it's after the Tutoritunnel we get all the Creation Club stuff. By the way, we do have all the Creation Club stuff installed. So, if you're interested in any of that Creation Club stuff, I have a separate playlist I'll link down below, where we are going through each of the Creation Club contents and seeing which ones I think are personally worth the money investment, which are not, or which are on the fence. Just as a hint, all the alternate armors are 100% worth it, besides maybe one of them. Which one? Yeah, you're gonna have to watch the videos to find out. Well, it seems like Apocalypse might be acting up, but let's continue on anyway.
Approach, my child, and choose where your new life shall begin.
We're actually doing the vanilla start, like I said, for the reasons I gave in the mod list video.
Such is the strange and twisted hand of fate.
Now let's sleep and begin our adventures. Now, this episode is 100% skippable. We're only going through the tutorial, which I know a lot of you have seen 100 times over, but I thought it was worth adding in just in case, so I could also give some exposition for those of you who are interested. I do know a lot about the game. This is a quite enjoyable game, might I add. I always love the starting music also. We will be shutting up during cutscenes or when a character is talking, by the way. Just for reference. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Now, as long as the carting down to Helgen doesn't break, we should be good. Sir, your hands aren't supposed to be going through your pants like that, but whatever.
Finally awake.
Sup, Rolf?
You were trying to cross the border.
Roll
right?
off.
Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us.
Yeah,
And
it
that
sucked.
beef over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
I mean, you were trying to steal. I happened to be in the area and got captured.
Shut up back there.
Oh, you shut up.
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric, the Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion.
Okay, all I'm saying is that
Captured you. Oh gods, where are they taking us?
that claw shouldn't be able to stop shouts. Just saying.
But Sovngarde awaits.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Hey, what village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should be of home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Tullius, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Good. Let's get this over with.
You know, for the first like 3 years I played this, I didn't realize General Tullius was actually leading us here. Also didn't realize he was talking to Thalmor there,
General Tullius,
which is
the
why I was
military
confused
governor.
by this quote that Ralof would
Like
give
Thalmor
for like
are
the
with
first
them.
3 years.
Damn elves.
But it makes a
They
lot
had
more
something to
sense.
do with this.
I never said I was the brightest the first couple of years I played Skyrim. I kind of did what everyone else did, was hack and slash with double swords. But then,
This is
as I
heaven.
played through more and more,
used to be sweet
I
on
learned
the
how
grave.
to definitely
Wonder
take
if you
advantage
know
of
they
this
still
game
live
in more
in
ways than I
the
care to admit.
berries we still-
Now,
Funny.
playstyle. Now, that's what a lot of you are probably
Hero walls,
wondering.
towers,
What kind of
makes
playstyle we're
sense.
going for. Now, I'm here to bring up that we will actually be doing... Well, actually, I'll leave it as a secret.
Inside the house. Now.
Yes, Papa. Get these prisoners out of the carts. Move it.
Why are we stopping?
Why do you think? End of the line.
Now, this next part irritates me, and I'll show you why.
Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
No, wait, we're not rebels.
Face your death with some courage, Speak.
And you're like, okay, they're hopping off
We
the
weren't
onto
with
the
you.
back of the
This is a
cart,
mistake.
Step toward
and then off the back.
one at a time.
Except there is no back of the cart.
Empire loves their damn lists.
And it's always bothered me. But now you know.
Jarl of Windhelm.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Now we're on a speed run through this starting part.
of Riverwood.
And as soon as we get unbind, I will announce what kind of playstyle we'll be going for.
Lokir of Rorikstead. No, I'm not a rebel. You can't do this.
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me.
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward.
Heavier is not bad, but I should have mentioned
Who are you?
I will be going
Fleeing from some court intrigue?
Stormcloaks.
What should we do?
Whatever your
It's not on
opinions
the
are
list.
of them,
Forget
their
the
way
list.
of
He
life
goes to the block.
with a selfish king
By order.
is better than the Altmary Dominion
Surely you have a man
capturing
sent from the
people
highway.
and torturing them to death.
Follow the captain, prisoner.
Enough said.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne.
All of a sudden, he like uses his tongue to pull the gag off and just shouts him across the yard into like the building over there.
Going to put you down and restore the peace.
All I'm saying that if no other creature
Carry on.
does that kind of noise,
Yes, General
like
Tullius.
100% I would be
Them their last
worried.
rites. As we commend
Which
your
no other
souls
creature
to
does do that in
Aegis,
Skyrim.
blessings of the eight divines upon
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over.
Learn.
This guy would have survived also.
Come on! I haven't got all morning. My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
Probably. Just smiling for different reasons. Neither side's 100% correct in their ways. Both are trying to do well. It's just one side, in my opinion, is more evil than the others due to who they're teamed up with.
Next, the Breton.
Why me? You would think they would execute Jarl Ulfric first.
I said next.
Because, like, if that was him, like, they would have had him dead and this story would have been a whole lot different. Also, I'd really want that axe.
What in oblivion is
I always hated this part, too. Well, you see, it's a goddamn dragon. So people always debate if the thief's like praying to all the gods at the beginning. When he prayed to Akatosh, Akatosh sent this as a weird way of repaying his thing. Now, we are the speedrun this starting part. Just because we're doing the tutorial doesn't mean I'm do it at normal speeds. Oh no. Oh yeah, also, just for those of you who are wondering, we are on master difficulty, as you see there. You can run past the dragon and it'll auto reset him, and you can run through this part before he lands on the wall behind you. But when he lands there, you want to make it through this archway before he gets back off the wall, otherwise he knocks everyone off the ground over there and it will kill you due to the fire. And you go through this door for Stormcloaks, you go through the further door on the right for Imperials.
We'll meet again in Sodomgard, brother.
Rip.
Looks like we're the only ones who made it.
Yeah.
That thing was a dragon. No doubt. Just like the children's stories.
I'd be
and the
worried
legends.
if you thought it was anything else,
Harbingers of the
personally.
end times.
Though you might be able to argue it could have been illusion magic. That would have been dope if it was illusion magic. Like just some mage went to save Ulfric and that's how he did it.
You may as well take Gunnar's gear. He won't be needing it anymore.
Sorry about the pause. I just had to look over some things real quick. Yeah, we have the quest debugger. We don't need flames on. Conjured familiar could be nice. We do want to favor healing. We don't need diverse dragons. And so, to point out here, as a Breton, we have each standing stone gives an additional effect, which is always good. Spell Mantle, magic resistance increased by 15% instead of the 25 it was base. You also gain 25% spell absorption when your magicka is at 25 or less. And a treasure hunter of Skyrim carries the mystical grail of Brittany. If a Breton's in possession of this grail, he regenerates magicka and stamina 50% faster, so we'll be keeping an eye out for that. As well, let's get on this. Like I said, we will not be using this until a certain quest, probably the Horn of Windcaller, though I'm not 100% sure. Get these on. What books do we have? Okay. Now, we will be starting off, keyword starting off, as a stealth archer with two-hand mix. And then we will go into one-handed later. We will be sticking to light armor. Okay? Got that out of the way. Let's go.
Get that armor on. Give that axe a few swings. I'm going to see if I can.
Now, I am going to show you how to get to level 3 before leaving the tutorial tunnel. Or the Tutoritunnel. We will be working on stealth here.
Damn. No way to open this.
Now, like I said, we will be leveling one-handed eventually, so it's okay if you level it here. But we do want stealth. Now, you want to hide over here. They'll open the gate eventually, and they'll go to fight Ralof. You just want to barely be, like, have the eye in the middle of the screen partially open. Okay, let's see. You don't want them to find you, though. Come on. You see me. There Maybe my stealth's a little better than I thought. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. You just wait here. Or on master difficulty, it'll take him a while to kill them, honestly.
Like the bite of a flea.
There we go. As the eye closes, you're getting more stealth.
Die, rebel.
There we go. Get a little bit more. Hide in the corner. They shouldn't find us.
I cannot rest you.
You want to quickly rush over, clean out both of them. Now you do want to go down here. Always grab a single bucket for robbing merchants blind. I'm not above robbing merchants blind, mind you. Read these, don't pick them up. I just, like I said, I read them partially. I have it installed so I can find the freaking quest books, but it's always good to have installed. There's a sword on the wall. It's not worth it. You'll have to drop it by the end of the tutorial tunnel anyway. But let's move on. Now we should have 2 daggers somewhere. Whoopsie. Wrong one. That's good for weapons. Like I said, we are sticking to light armor. Get that on though.
See if you can unlock. That's it. Come on, let's get out of here before the dragon brings the whole tower
Okay,
down.
we'll come back up here in a second to grab those, but he tries to rush ahead. Okay, come on. Do we want to pickpocket him? No, it's not worth it.
Filthy traitors.
Okay. We're almost level 2. There we go. There we go. We got light armor. Normally we don't get light armor up this early. You can drop that pot. Grab all the wine. It's an emergency get out of jail free card, more or less, due to it giving you stamina. We will run back upstairs real quick. Oh, not that way. Back up here. See if there were any goodies. We do want vegetable soup going as quick as possible. All potatoes are good. Flour is not good, but we did get the 2 cabbages there. We don't need any of this. We do want these, which I also tend to forget in most playthroughs. Get all those. You want to go through each sack, take everything. We'll sort it out later. There aren't any up here. Carrots, that's good. Hold A on this basket, flip it upside down, then toss it. They will fall in these cracks sometimes. You want the rock rebbler eggs though. Really good. Anything else? Am I missing anything? I don't think so. There's nothing in those baskets. Before you go here, we do have a level up point. Put it into Magicka first. Now, I know that sounds counterproductive, but we do want to be able to cast the bound bow as quick as possible, as it will be one of our best damage dealers in the early game. Though, like I said, we will be doing a mix of two-handed, one-handed, and stealth. Stealth is always good to go into. Leon, we will want to work towards conjuration, but as you see, these trees are a wee bit different. Everything from, like, you can now do necromancy, all the crazy stuff in the world. But every tree is severely altered. Like, look at the smithing tree. You can go up armored padding. You can go up to yield twice as much, but it always ends up at roughly the same point. Just each tree is a lot more balanced. Now, like I said, we will be doing one hand eventually, but we will be starting two hand, which actually puts us at a slight deficit. You know, but we will be working up. We will be doing light armor, though, mind you. We will want to eventually start working into the arrows. But again, I have to even look over these myself in the downtime to see what exactly we will be doing. You know, how to go about different things. So, after looking over all these, we will be sticking with light armor and two-handed and stealth. Though, I might want to, since we're gonna be leveling up Conjuring anyway, I am interested in getting Necromancy up and running, and then using an undead soldier as like our sidekick, sort of. I think that would actually be kind of cool. So we're kind of gonna be a glass cannon with a hard-hitting companion, and we also hit like a goddamn truck because of two-handed attacks. So that's the build.
Done. Let's get moving.
We're actually gonna try and I'll actually quick save it here. We're gonna try and get the one guy to die, though. If we can stay, we got revealed. Okay. Now this guy hits like a truck. This is loud. Jeez.
Was Jarl Ulfric with you?
No,
Strip him. Strip him. Since we are doing light armor, put on the Torturer's hood. It's slightly better than the normal Imperial helm. I have debated a light armor build, though decided against it rather. Or not a light armor, a one-handed build with a shield, but decided against it. It wouldn't really go much of anywhere, and would be rather boring gameplay. I always find just a normal sword rather boring. Come on, game, work with me here. There we go. Now, if you unlock all 4 of these cages, you will get, especially if you break one, you will get lockpicking 216. We do want all these. It's always good, especially since books do not sell for much, just to learn the spells. Especially since we will be working into a little bit of magic anyway. Might as well, right? Now, one thing I am debating doing is killing the one Storm Cloak guy to get a two-handed weapon much earlier on than you're supposed to. There's a lockpick to 16. It would have been on this door, but we were extremely unlucky twice in breaking picks. Though we might accidentally destroy him in this coming room. Actually, let's see if I forget if we can destroy him. We do, because of our skills. Well, of course, we'll be going into all of them early on, though super early on, battle axes are the most promising. So, I'm so sorry.
Hurry up. I'm not going
lie.
This way.
So he starts attacking me. That's fine.
Oh, not so fast.
I'm perfectly fine with this. Just ignore me murdering your brother in cold blood. Okay, we good? We good. Iron battle axe. We are overweight. Drop the mace, drop the sword. Drop all the Imperial swords because we will have to in the next room anyway. Okay, let's go. But yeah, battle axe is arguably the best. We're gonna try and level up stealth in this next room by letting them attack, but they will not be able to fight too well. There we go. Whoops. There we go. Just a little bit. Let the eye close. That's about as much sneak as we're gonna get out of this. Oh, hide behind the pillar. We might be able to get some more sneak out of this. Preferably because we're doing a stealth-based character, this is a super easy way to level sneak. We just highly recommend leveling sneak this early on. Don't know how we leveled up light armor there. That's a very, very good question. But we are level 3. Somehow. Oh. Oh, we're found. There we go. Now, we're literally just loot everyone. As you're going through, drop Imperial swords. We can drop the second battle axe because they're heavy. Drop one of the longbows. It doesn't help that we have the staff of Shalador, because that's just even more BS that we have to carry. Drop the axe. Drop the things. Drop all 6 of the helmets. Drop the boots and the bracers. Fur gauntlets, fur boots, and foot wraps. Because we still have this guy to loot. And again, like I thought, boots, greaves. What weapon do he have? He had an Imperial sword. There we go. We're below weight again. I don't think there were any more that died. If there was, oh well. I'm terribly sorry, good sir. But, it was an accident, I swear. We also can get the Warhammer, which was something I had my eye on. Drop another bow. What's the difference? Drop the helmet, honestly. And then you can drop 3 of the bracers. But we should be good. Always save when you can. Do a quick save. Don't do what I do
This way.
and do a heavy save. But always do a quick save when playing modded, because you never know when the game's gonna crash. This battle axe hits like a truck, by the way. And since we do not have a bow yet, though in this next section we will actually be using the bow because these spiders suck. So let's actually favorite the longbow, the battle axe, and the warhammer. We'll switch to the longbow, which I'll put on the iron arrows. That's perfectly fine. And for safety reasons, when you get to this corner right here, do a quick save. These spiders will F you up. Grab the money. Head on down here. The guy is really far behind you right now. Try and stealth kill the spiders. That's one. Spider will start coming towards you. There we go. Now 2 more should... Yep, there we go. Again, they will F you up if you let them. We actually got pretty far. Okay.
Hate those stabs.
That went a lot smoother than normally. There's another one in here somewhere. Okay, we're overweight again. Doesn't help that we're using heavy weapons. And while we're at it, drop 7 of the boots. Get as much of the poisons as you can. Now there are spider eggs around the inside of here. Grab all of them. You will want them for potions. Now, like I said in the beginning of the, or when I got so far into the mod list, I do not want to be using potions the entire time to earn money. Therefore, I have the buildable town where you invest money in order to make a town that makes you profit.
Better to stick together down here.
Yes, yes it is. Now we are on Masters. It's not as hard as Legendary, I will tell you that much. I won't lie to you. Though this bear is always weakened.
Hold up! There's a bear just...
You don't say.
See her?
Grab this mead, grab this helmet because it's worth a lot. Grab the wine,
Take it
grab the
nice
money.
and slow. And watch where you step. Or if you're feeling lucky.
Of course he adds just enough. Honestly, drop one of these.
You can take this bow. Might take her by surprise. Go ahead. I'll follow your lead and watch your back.
Now, in order to stealth kill this bear, take Rayloff over here. Okay.
Almost there.
You want him to just get to the point where he says, okay, we're out of this. Come on. It's about like here. And then you're going back. He'll wait right there as long as you head no further. Now we are going to be working on archery because it's really hard to get up close with this bear. Actually, let's be smart about this. We will hit him from afar on this side. About here should do it. There we go. Before it ever actually found us. You do want the bear claws and the bear pelt. And we should be looking good here. Let's see, let's use our... Let's add more magicka because we do want to get this conjured bow up and running. And we will be putting... Ooh, this is... I'll decide at the beginning of next episode where we'll be putting these 3 perk points because I did keep the 50% extra perks installed. Honestly, I forgot, but I think we'll need it, especially for the kind of playstyle we'll be doing. Adds a little variety, you know. But wanted to thank you all for watching, if indeed you still are. And hit that like button down below and subscribe if you haven't already, or if you want to see more Xbox One or Ultra Modded Skyrim content like this. This is Knight. Have yourself a good evening.